Hi everybody, welcome to Stalking the Wild Autoharp, and I'm just scratching out some Carter family songs and playing the Carter scratch to do it, and I'm going to teach you how to do that in this video. Carter scratch involves scratching backwards with your fingers or with your finger picks. And yes, you can do this with finger picks on, and you can do it with just regular finger picks. You don't need special picks that go backwards to do this. With a little bit of practice, and it only takes a little, you can do this. You can scratch backwards with any pick. You can do this, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that. First of all, we talk about the rhythm. The rhythm goes boom chukka, boom chukka, boom chukka, boom chukka. And it looks like this. We start in hitchhiker position. Fingers curved in, but not clenched. They're relaxed, just like a baby who closes their hands like this, okay? And you strum with your thumb, boom, okay? Across the bass strings, boom. Then we go cha-ka, okay? In this case, we're just going to use one finger, okay? Boom, cha-ka, boom, cha-ka. Now, here's the secret. When you slide out like this or scratch out with your picks, if you go at a 90-degree angle to the strings, you're going to catch them. It's going to be like little hooks, and it's going to feel like you're going to pull your picks off, okay? And you will pull your picks off, okay? But if you brush at a 45-degree angle or thereabouts across the strings, which happens to be the same angle that your arm comes in the strings at, and you end up pointing up there towards the pegs or towards what I call the corner of the ceiling. When you point out, you won't feel like pulling your picks off. So the way this works, remember, boom chukka, boom chukka, boom chukka, boom chukka. And I do recommend saying the words. Boom chukka, 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 boom. All right? So boom is your thumb and chukka is your finger. And you go out and in. Boom chukka, boom chukka, boom. Go as slow as you need to. Boom chukka, boom chukka, boom. Cha-ka, boom, cha-ka, till you can ramp up the speed a little bit. This is about muscle memory and programming this in to our nervous system. Now, this is the rhythm version of this strum in its basic form. If you were just going to accompany the song with some chords behind it, you would do this unceasingly through the song, okay? I mean, you might mix with some other strums later, but you would do it in this basic form, and it would give it that kind of, it's almost like a train. Chukka boom, chukka boom, chukka boom, chukka boom, chukka boom, chukka boom, chukka boom. But there's also a melody version, okay, of this, where you're playing melody with the thumb and then interrupting it with chukkas when there is time. And that is the operative word. Because if you're playing a melody that's all like this, you don't have time to put in any chukkas, or any other kind of rhythm for that matter, because it's constantly going. But when there's a longer note that pauses, you have time to put in a chukka. So we use Wildwood Flower to hear this, okay? So we're going to go boom, 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 chukka, boom, 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 chukka, boom, 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 chukka, boom, 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 chukka, boom, chukka, boom, chukka, boom, boom, boom. Here we go. So we could say it. Boom, 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 chaka, boom, 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 chaka, boom, 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 chaka, boom, boom, boom. So thumb keeps the booms. Boom, 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 chaka, boom, 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 chaka, boom, 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 chaka, boom, boom. Now, obviously, to do this, you have to be able to play the melody, and you have to be able to do it with your thumb. Okay? I have videos on how to do that, all right? They are just previous in this series, and you can go find those. There are links on my website to all of the Stalking the Wild Autoharp videos. Melody playing, thumb lead playing, okay? So you have to be able to play the melody and play it with your thumb. So we have that going. But you hear how there's some notes that are longer than others? We've got short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, very long. Short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, very long. All right? So on those very long notes, you have time for even a few boom, chaka, boom, chaka, boom, chaka. All right? And on the medium long ones, you have time for one chaka. Boom, 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 chaka, boom, 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 chaka, boom, 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 chaka, boom, 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 chaka, boom, boom. So obviously you got to get your chakas down and your melody playing with your thumb down to fit these two pieces together. All right? So there you have it. You have the melody with the thumb. You've got the chakas with the fingers that won't pull your picks off because you're doing it at the correct angle and the correct lightness of touch. I don't believe I mentioned that. It's got to be a nice light touch. No lighter than, no heavier than brushing crumbs off of your jacket. All right, practice it in single time. Boom, chaka, boom, chaka, boom, chaka, boom, chaka, and double time. Boom, chaka, boom, chaka, boom, chaka, boom. In other words, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and so there is a basic example of how to play Carter Scratch. You want to hear it on another song? Let's do Will the Circle Be Unbroken. Now, if I were singing it, I would just play boom chaka boom chaka boom chaka boom chaka boom chaka, the rhythm version. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come a-rolling for to carry my mama away. All right? So there you have it. Basic Carter Scratch in both rhythm form and melody form. If you are getting something out of these videos, and I know that there's a lot of people who are because they email me every day with wonderful comments, and I thank you for being in touch with me and letting me know. Would you consider going over and supporting this program on Patreon? Okay, that's how I keep all this going, with contributions from viewers like you. Gee, I sound like PBS, don't I? But it's true, and it helps me to keep on, keeping the lights on, keeping the batteries in the video camera and the recorder, and etc., 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 etc. All right, so Patreon, the link is in my comments section. As always, I teach lessons online. I can teach you, and we can work one-on-one through Skype to work on your skills wherever you are at in the world or in your playing. All right? Don't forget to like and subscribe to this series. And as always, I'm Hal Weeks, and I'm Stalking the Wild Autoharp, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.